right, Shalom. All right, bear with me 1 second. It's a little windy out here, so Lord's will. Everything is on point. Shalom. All right, we're gonna get rolling real quick. Just trying to get this tripod situated. Bear with me. This thing is through. All right, that should work. All right, hey, Shalom. Shalom. Brother ICR with GMS Charlotte. Before I get started with this live camp, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakat Badash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, that's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. Right? Back at you with another live camp in the spirit. Right? Had to get out of the crib, come bring it out. It's always a beautiful day to push the word. All right, so we want to get into this thing. All right, bear with me. All right, hold on. Yeah, so we're going to get into this thing, man. Everything works in our favor, and he is greatly despised, all right? Dealing with you Edomites, all right? The top of the top, the 1948ers, the small hats, the Amalekites, man, all right? The so-called chosen, right? You're greatly despised, all right? We're going to continue to push this, man, because he's continuously called out, all right? All of his agendas, his plans are being spoiled by the word, by the prophets, all right? You know, the scriptures tell us in 2 Thessalonians that what? That he should be consumed by the spirit of the Lord's mouth, right? So the prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the servants, all right, the true ministers of this word, right? This word cannot be stopped. We're going to touch into this Kanye madness as well, too, because that's been the reoccurring topic all throughout the internet. It's what everybody's talking about. But at the end of the day, just backing off the Elder Yashawamba's recent video he did, all right, everything works in the favor for us, for the truth, for the sake of the ministry and the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, there's no more denying that we are the Israelites, man. We're God's chosen people. All right, matter of fact, let's get that. All right. There's always been a chosen people, and that never changed. You see that? Going all the way back to the time of Adam, the sons of God, all right? Which, before the Israelites were named the Israelites, goes back to the sons of God, the Adamites, man. There was always a chosen line, man, all right? From Noah to Shem, to Arphaxad, and the lineage on down, all the way down to who? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right? That never changed, okay? So let's get this. All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7. All right, we'll start with that. All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, in verse 6. And it reads, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, thy power. The Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all the people that are upon the face of the earth." All right, so that's what you would call racism, right? The Most High has a chosen people above all the nations on the face of the planet Earth. And that's never changed, all right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Hispanics, all right? You are the biblical Israelites, man, right? And that's why this Kanye controversy bullshit is exploding. All right, because hey, there was a lot of things that he said in that drink, what's it called, Drink Champs. All right, with Noriega and all that. He said a lot in that thing, man. You know, that's why brothers was like, yo, don't be surprised if he gets smoked, right? If he has another mental breakdown and he comes out of the hospital with blonde hair and blue eyes and some shit. You know, don't be surprised, because hey, basically he's calling out the powers that be. You see that? The The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Salakia. A little windy out here, just watching these signs. Salakia. Right? But like I said, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Right? Who's controlling all the resources on the planet Earth, man? Who's controlling the money supply? All right? Who's enslaved the planet? All right, starting with the elites of Esau, the international bankers, man, which they all 1948ers, small hats, the so-called royal families that rule Europe. Right? Those are all small hats. All right? Hey, JEWS. All right? We know who you are. The world knows who you are. See that? So hey, on the drink champs, you know, you had Kanye. He was going in. Hey, it was quite interesting, I should say, man. You know, how the small hats pretty much control the so-called black voice. All right? They all run Hollywood. Right? What he said, basically 99% of the rappers are all connected to the small hats. You know, agents or whatever. You know, hey, even back in the league, same thing, man. They all up and down through there, NBA, all right? They're all part of the entertainment realm, man. They control it all, man. So that's no longer a secret or a mystery, man. All right? You devils have the earth in the palm of your hand, man. And we're in a time that what? Pursuing to Psalms 97, in verse 10, the Lord said what? That he's coming to deliver us out of the hand of the wicked. Right? That's the time we're in now. That's why these devils in high places are shitting down the leg right now, man. They shook. All right? Hey, the word is shaking shit up, man. All right? Things are happening in the earth. It's about to go down. The elect is standing up upon their feet. Right? So let's go back. Deuteronomy 7:6, for thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all the people that are upon the face of the earth. Right? Verse 7, the Lord Yahweh Shai did not set his love upon you, nor choose you because you were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people. Deuteronomy 7:8. But because the Lord Yahweh Shai loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he has sworn unto your fathers, all right, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which he has sworn unto your fathers, have the Lord Yahweh Shai brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, man. All right? And the Lord is coming to deliver us out of the hands of this modern day Pharaoh today, which is Esau, the so-called white man. All right? Because the beauty and heaviness behind it all, right? Hey, we the same people that were delivered out of Egypt. That was us. Right? We are those people that were saved from the hands of Pharaoh in ancient Egypt, man. When Yahweh Shai imparted Moses, all right, with the power to depart the Red Sea, all right, the Suez Canal. We are those people, all right? According to faith, according to scholarship, biblical evidence, you know, and all those things work in our favor. But first and foremost, all right, we're solidified by the faith in Yahweh Shai, man. Because those things, they help our cause, right? See, people try to ignore. You have historians, anthropologists, archaeologists that go over there to the land of Israel and they discover these things, man, that confirm what we saying is true. They got the relics, they got the scrolls, and what do you see on the pyramids? All right, you see the Hebrew slaves, big beards, black woolly hair, afros, braids. There's even images of Jake with waves in his head, man. Right, different shades of brown. So how can you deny this truth? Right? There ain't no debunking the truth. The scholars of the world, the Edomites, these devils that are in high positions of power, they know exactly who the hell we are, man. It's just that you simple 2/3 Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, Hispanics, you don't see. You don't know, man. That's why, hey, the Lord is dealing with who? The remnant, the elect. See that? So let's move on. Matter of fact, I got a little bit more. Deuteronomy 7 in verse 8, verse 9. Know therefore that the Lord Yahweh Shai, thy power, he is God, the faithful God, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him, and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations. All right, and first and foremost, hey, we're definitely that generation, that last generation coming back now, standing upon our feet, man. Acknowledging the truth, coming back to the Holy One of Israel in spirit and truth. Right? Pursuing Isaiah, 10 and 20? That the remnant would no longer stay upon him that smote him. We ain't leaning on the so-called white man's lies no more, man. Calling ourselves black, Spanish, Latino. Right? These are all proverbs and bywords, man. These were names that were given upon you by the oppressor. Right? We snapped out of that goddamn plantation Christianity. God loves everybody bullshit, fake white man, Jesus. All that's being denounced right now, man. And that's why these devils are upset. They shook. Right? The last thing they needed was niggas with confidence. Right? The last thing they needed was the slaves to stand back up upon their feet, which they always feared from back in the ancient time, man. During the times of plantation slavery, man. Right? That's why you so-called Negroes weren't allowed to read and write. And you damn sure weren't allowed to read the scriptures. Because the slave masters feared that the slaves would wake back up to who they truly are. For instance, you had the situation with Nat Turner, right? What did he do? He slaved them damn slave masters, man. Because Nat Turner knew who he was. He knew that the scriptures was talking about his people, man. So they couldn't have that again, man. You had those Haitian revolutions where they were slaughtering the French, the Europeans, right? See, Esau, he suppresses the information about the slave rebellions, but he'll constantly bombard you with with that plantation Christianity, all right, to pacify you and to keep you in that docile spirit, man. Right? So this is a wonderful time in the earth, man. All praises to Yahweh Shai for this knowledge and understanding, man. All right? For opening our eyes, man. Right? So anyway, Deuteronomy 7 and 10. It repaid them that hate him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to them that hate him, and will repay him to his face. All right? And these devils, they know that. Why you think they got the bunkers, man? All right? The underground bunkers, the mountain retreats. They know that they're about to be visited by the Lion of Judah, man. Right? He left as a lamb, but the Messiah is coming back as a raging lion, man. And he's coming to devour, man. All right? He's coming to devour this system, this beast, and you goddamn Edomites and you heathen. Right? Hey, James 2 and 19. The devils also fear and tremble, man. They know what's up. Right? So, hey, in the midst of this information war that we in, these damn devils are getting slaughtered. Right? And we know that the situation with Kanye is all set up, it's controlled, it's a psyop, it's controlled opposition. But nevertheless, hey, it's all the Spirit of the Lord that's controlling it all, man. He's the ultimate director of the movie. So hey, he got the spirit on these celebrities, all right, these Jake celebrities, these Israelite celebrities that got clout and status in a mass following, and he got them revealing Amalek. Yep, correct. Right, going in, man. How you control the entertainment world, Hollywood, all right? The demonic things you got to do to make it to the next level, right? All that's being called out, man. Hey, the Lord got a particular spirit, all right, on these Jake influencers, these celebrities, to speak out. So at the end of the day, what? It works all in our favor, man. Hey, you can do nothing against the truth before the truth. And that's facts, right? It's the book of Obadiah. Let's go there. Matter of fact, real quick, Isaiah 45. Isaiah 45, and I'm going to start at verse 4. And it reads, matter of fact, Shalakia, let me get this. Isaiah 44 and 25. It says, that frustrated tokens of the liars and make it diviners mad. You see that? And see, by this word going out, by the prophets out here globally, on the highways and hedges, all over the YouTube, all over these social media platforms, declaring the truth, declaring the name of the Lord, pushing forth the testimony, because we are the true witnesses. But by the forwarding of this testimony of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, all right, which the testimony of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy, is frustrating these damn liars. It's frustrating the plans of the wicked. You know? We throwing a wrench in their plans, man. Because the transitioning into this new world order is not going to be smooth for them. Right? The Lord is jacking it up right now, man. You know? So anyway, Isaiah 44:25, that frustrated the tokens of the liars. See? We're frustration. We're frustration to the wicked, man. This is why they're trying to delete our videos, get us off the highways, get us off the internet. They're trying to silence the truth. They're trying to demonize us as being some type of terrorist, some extremists. And all we're doing is reading the Bible. All right? But you will be hated in the world full of lies, man. Jeremiah, the 9th chapter, tells us what? That thy habitation is in the midst of deceit. Hey, this is the goddamn matrix, man. And these devils are mad and they scared that we woken up. See that? We've been woken up, man. We've been detached, right? Isaiah 44:25, that frustrate the tokens of the liars and make the diviners mad, that turneth the wise man backwards and maketh their knowledge foolish, man. See that? Because ultimately, there's no wisdom in this place, America, Babylon the Great. This place is not operating on righteous wisdom of the scriptures. That's why your leaders tell you that kids can have sex changes, right? These are supposed to be your leaders. It's okay for little kids to take puberty blockers. That's wicked as hell, man. We being ruled over by demonic fucking people, Satanists, sodomites, man. Real witches and warlocks, man. This ain't no secret no more. You damn Edomites are the devil. Right? And the wicked flee with no man pursue. Right? Hey, y'all said sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me, right? That's what y'all said in the world. That's a damn lie. Right? This word is devouring you. Read it on. Isaiah 45 in verse 4. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name, I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. Verse 5, Isaiah 45 and 5. I am the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, and there is none else. Right? There is no other God but the power of Jacob, the God of the Israelites, man. He's the true power of heaven and earth. All right? It says, I am the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. There is none else. There is no power beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me. Verse 6. That they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, and there is none else. Verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, do all these things. So going back to the point that I'm making, man. The Lord is in full control of everything that's going on right now, man. All right? The spirit that's on Kanye, all right? Even though, like we said, we know it's set up. But hey, it's helping us out. Hey, keep it going, man. Hopefully more of you niggas start speaking out, man. A lot of you damn sellouts, man. Right? Especially you niggas in the league, man. Right? You niggas in the NFL, you heard the word. All right? The word is out there. There's many brothers, all right, that we didn't push this word to in the league, man. You NBA niggas too. Right? Carmelo Anthony. All right? Who else? What's my man that went to Israel bugged out? Amari Stoudemire, man. They know what's up. All right? If one knows, they all know, man. Did a lesson on that, man. All right? What's my man that tried to knock his man out in Golden State? Y'all know what I'm talking about. What's his name? I can't think of his name right now, man. Goofy nigga, man. Talking about, hey, white people know where we are. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Draymond Green. They all know. Eddie Murphy. They all know, man. The list goes on. All right? We hot out here. This word is hot. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is hot, man. Right? The magnification of his word. So the Lord is in full control of it all, man. Right? So let's go to Obadiah. All right? That's right, brother. Yep, the water. Just reading some precepts. All right? Awaken to truth. All right? John 15:18, it says, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. That's right. Because hey, the Lord told us this, man. Matter of fact, let me get that. Let me add on to that precept. All right? This Kanye thing, this Kanye West thing, calling out the JEWS, all right, was all set up to demonize us. Because these celebrities, they listening, they watching the videos, they getting built up, man. They know the truth, right? But it's all for a bigger agenda to come against us. You know, if you believe in Kanye West, then you crazy just like him. That's all it's about, man. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. All right, this is information war we're in. This is a real battle we in, man. Right? But we equipped with the whole armor of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Ephesians 6:10 on down, man. Right? That we may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. All right? So the Kanye escapade, if that's a word, right? The Kanye shenanigans, all right, it's all of a higher purpose, man. All right, we get that, right? We ain't wooed off that shit. You know, oh shit, Kanye. He talk about the 48ers, man. He calling them out. Yeah, okay, cool. Right? Get some more niggas to do that too. Go get Michael Jordan. Go get LeBron James. Put them on the platform too. Cause them niggas know too, man. Right? But anyway, adding on to that precept. All right, Matthew chapter 5. The Lord said in John 15 that we would be hated for all men for his name's sake. All right, this is Matthew 5. Then we'll go to Obadiah after that. All right, it's all the Spirit. All right, Matthew 5 and verse 1, and it reads, Matthew chapter 5, verse 1, and seeing the multitudes, he went up into the mountain, and when he was set, his disciples came unto him. And he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And I believe when you look up this word poor in this verse, in the blue letter, it goes into, I want to say it's pronounced Pekos, I believe. And it says, men who gave up themselves for Yahushua, man. Right? You got men that gave up their lives, man. All right? To serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Right? So blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth, man. See, we're in a transition of power, man. The lowly, the meek, the poor of the earth are getting ready to be set up in power by who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. It's you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Hispanics, the poor of this earth, all right? The hated of the world. You getting ready to be set back on top, right? There's going to be a trading of places, right? We're in the fall of the beast of the so-called white man's infrastructure. America, NATO, and the European Union, all right? Yahushua and the heavenly host are coming to take this power structure down. And they know that, right? That's why they hiding in the bunkers. The elites got the hideaways in the mountaintops to hide from the Lamb, according to the scriptures. That's why they got a space force, because they know that this war is going to be in heaven, right? They already know that what the world ignorantly calls UFOs are actually the angels, man. They know this. It ain't no green monsters with big black eyes, man. These are big, brolic, masculine, dark-skinned, melanated powers with wings, man. They know this, right? So they know that the chariots, what the world calls UFOs, is a top threat, all right? It's a top threat to a system, right? So they're gonna go out with a fight, man. See that? Anyway, reading on. Matthew 5:5, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. The Israelites. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Right? Verse 7, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. And this is our red letter, Yahweh Shai speaking. Verse 8, Matthew 5:8, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And that's heavy too, because we in a time where we're actually getting ready to stand face to face with our Creator, man. Right? That's something that you can't take lightly, man. The Lord is getting ready to come back. He's getting ready to reveal himself, man. Right? The chariots, the fathership, the host of angels, they're already here, man. Right? They're cloaked, they have cloaked themselves amongst the skies, the clouds. Right? Esau even brought that out. The so-called UFOs, the chariots of the Lord, they have a cloaking technology, man. Right? You talking about power that's not of this realm. Right? See, they know this. But a common person in the world will hear me say that and think that I'm out of my mind, man. All right, we understand. Right? We understand the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in the heavenly hosts. Right? Matthew 5:10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. You see that? So the Lord said, blessed are they that are persecuted for righteousness. What are we being persecuted for? For simply bringing the scriptures out, man. All right? The Lord set up the meek, the lowly, right? He set up lowly men to confound the planet. If that doesn't tell you, if that doesn't show you the power of the Most High, man, I don't know what to tell you. He chose the lowly. He didn't use the top athletes and entertainers and wise men of the world, man, to push out this message. He used the lowly, man, the low, right? Now everybody's questioning everything. Now Christians want to run back, open the scriptures, try to detest what we're saying, try to debunk the truth, right? Saying that we crazy, this, that, and the third, because really you have no ammo. You don't have a fight. All right, this is a losing battle, right? The truth is always going to reign supreme and conquer forevermore. It tells you that in the Apocrypha. I believe that's like 1st Ezra, the 4th chapter, or 1st chapter, somewhere in there, right? It tells you that it tells you that the world quaketh at the truth. The world fears the truth, man. Right? Matthew 5:11. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you and say all manner of evil against you falsely. Is that not happening to us right now? All right? They're saying we violent. They call us black when we ain't black. They like to say the black Hebrews, the black Hebrew Israelites. Right? But what about the Northern Kingdom brothers? Right? That are fair skinned. What about them? What you gonna say about them? Right? It says, and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. All right? That's why I'm pursuing the Revelation 12:10. Esau is known as the accuser of our brethren. All right, the slanderer, the false accuser, right? See, Esau is in them summit meetings, all right, with them top Edomites, them 48ers, and they discussing ways on how to get us off the block, man, to get us off the internet, to stop what we doing, man. But it ain't gonna work, right? Reading on, Matthew 5:12. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward. For great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. All right. So this is nothing new under the sun. Just like our forefathers, man, the prophets of old, they were persecuted, they were hated, they were greatly despised, right? It's the same thing with us, right? And we're gonna get into the one that's really greatly despised, all right, dealing with you Edomites, starting with the 48ers and the small hats, right? Your time is up, right? All that shit you've been doing, all that wickedness, the sacrifices, the rituals, you know, praying to Satan, conjuring up demons, right? This whole CERN thing where you got these devils, these top nuclear scientists opening up portals, communicating with spirits on the left-hand side. This is all real, man. Because them nuclear physicists, them scientists are high-level witches and warlocks, man. Right? And the Lord was making mockery of you devils. He said, let your witchcraft come save you in the time when he come and kick your ass. Go pray to your demons. Go call on Satan and his minions. Right? Your astrologers, your monthly prognosticators, man. See if they're going to save you from this ass whooping, man. Right? Obadiah. Let's go there, man. Right? It all works out in our favor, man. At the end of the day, guess what? Now you people know that hey, we had the truth the whole time. Started with our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom, brother. All right? The elders and apostles of Great Millstone. We had the truth the whole time. All right? Then you should know that a prophet have truly been among you. All right? And the Lord is making that, the Lord is allowing that to be manifested now, man. Right? Now you know that the true men of the Lord were really among you. That it wasn't a joke, it wasn't a game. Right? It wasn't just some bug outs on the street yelling at you. Right? These lowly men really had the truth. The Spirit of the Lord was really with them. Right? Obadiah 1. Obadiah 1 and verse 1. And it reads, all right? Hey, Shalom. Obadiah 1 and 1. And it reads, the vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, Yahweh Shem El Shai, an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise, arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Right? So the nations are rising up. Let me read that in the NLT. All right, bear with me. All right, it's Obadiah 1 and 1 in the NLT. It says, Edom's judgment announced. We have heard a message from the Lord that an ambassador was sent to the nations to say, get ready, everyone. Let us assemble our armies and attack Edom. Ooh, shit. That's what's going on earth, man. Are not the world militaries being assembled right now to get ready to attack Edom? His power structure, his military power, right? The beast. America, NATO, and the EU. These nations are getting ready to attack. See? This is prophecy, man. Read it on. Obadiah 1:2 says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. All right? You're greatly hated, man. Right? The small hat has been in the center of controversy since the beginning of time, man. Right? You're responsible for all the chaos and turmoil and oppression that's in the earth. Right? You're the ones behind the scenes pulling the strings. Right? This ain't a secret no more. That's why I said before, the whole anti-sim, we're gonna call it like that, the whole anti-sim, you can't hide behind that shit no more. You can't pull that card no more. It don't work. Right? It don't do nothing. Because now, hey, now it's time for you to answer the questions. You don't fulfill none of the prophecies. You don't fulfill the prophecies in Deuteronomy 28. Right? You know? You're not in poverty. The small head ain't never, he not in poverty. He ain't struggling. Right? He ain't the He ain't the bottom of society. How is he the bottom of society when the nigga own everything, man? When he run all avenues of the financial realm, the military realm, all right? He's the one issuing forth the laws and legislations in the earth, right? So what are you talking about? It said that you would be greatly despised, right? It says, read it on.
Yeah.
Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. All right, and when you go into that word rock, it goes back to the Edomites, who have built their. It says, who have built their habitation in the clefts of the rocks, in the caves of the mountains. It actually says that. All right, you Neanderthals, you cave dwellers, right? Let's talk about you. It said that your pride has perceived thee, because the mindset of Esau, the so-called white man, is that he's invincible, right? He's never going to fall. But we're here to tell you, as ambassadors of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that your ass is going down, man, violently, with a great destruction, right? And the Lord is using Putin, all right? The Lord is using Putin, all right, to get it done. The Medes, all right, Gog and Magog. All right, he's putting the scripture says he's putting that hook back into the jaws, right? Hey, see, Russia is a force to be reckoned with, man. They got the nukes, they got the power, man. Their technology is far more superior than America's. They've been letting the West know that for over the past 10 years now, man. So that day is here. Let us rise unto Edom to battle. Obadiah 1 and 3, the pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, right? That's why he has the skyscrapers, man. All right, the concrete jungle, if you will. Nigga got cities all over the earth. Everywhere you go, every major city across the planet looks like goddamn New York. It says, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? So that's really the mindset, all right? That's the internal thought of Esau. He's like, who's gonna bring me down to the ground? My blessing was the sword. He got the technology, he got the missiles, he got the drones, he got the super soldiers, he got all that. So, but the Lord said that thy pride hath deceived thee. Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, all right, what's the representation? What has always been the representation of Esau, Edom? The eagle, right? It was a symbol of the Greeks, the Romans, all right, America, you know? This is that man, right? And we know that the eagle is what? A very high-flying bird, right? So his head, his pride is in the clouds. His mind is that he can't be stopped, right? And those set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you got your Space Force, right? You got your satellites in orbit all over the earth. It's like thousands of satellites all over the planet Earth, which are furthering emitting that radiation. That's sickening the people, poisoning the people, right? But he has all that in the heavens, right? But the Lord said what? That I shall bring thee down, right? Revelation 12 and 7, that war in heaven, man, right? You're going to lose that battle. You're going to be destroyed from off the earth, man. Verse 5. If these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Right? Because Esau, hey, that's a nigga, bro. He ain't sparing nothing. Here it is. He didn't have the blessing. You know, his blessing was the sword, the fatness of the earth, right? And that still wasn't enough, right? He wants the planet and everybody included. He wants to be like the Most High. Verse 6, how art the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Yeah, all of this wickedness is being discovered. It's being put on Front Street. His Illuminati, right? His secret societies, how they control all aspects of the political realm, all right? His Central Intelligence, CIA, FBI, right? The NATO, EU, all that, man. Right? The Trilateral Commission, all right? All of this research institutions, all right? They're all funded and ran by the elites, man. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, right? His Illuminati. All that's been searched out, man. Right? That's why, due to the guilt, all right, you had the DHS tried to say anybody that believes in conspiracy theories is the #1 threat to America, man. See, that's what you call guilt. All right? His ass is caught up. So now he just got to demonize you. Hey, he the accuser. Right? Now he just got to label everybody a problem, man. Because the word is out there, man. All his secrets have been discovered. Right? He's scrambling. Verse 7, Obadiah 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Right? That's why you got these nations coming together, forming alliances, cutting America out of the economy, you know, different things of that nature, making deals, backdoor deals, right? So these nations that were once at peace with you have deceived you and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is no understanding in them. See that? So these nations that were once in agreement with you, they're gonna turn on you. They're gonna shoot missiles over here, man. All right. Prime example: you had the Nord Stream 1 and 2 pipelines. Right? They were blown up by America, and guess who that affected? Russia and Europe. And now that that's out there, right? You better believe that Europe is gonna come against the whore. It's gonna come against America. That's created problems there, man. All right, so that's gonna be dealt with, man. And these nations are gonna turn on you, right? Isaiah 33. Let me add on to that. Right? That just brought a world of bigger problems, man. And we just sit back eating the popcorn and enjoying the show, right? The Lord is the ultimate director, right? Isaiah 33. Isaiah 33 verse 1, it says, woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled. Yeah. All right, America, Babylon the Great. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealt treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. You see that? So everything is going to fall back upon your own head, man. Now these nations, they're going to deal treacherously with you. All right? And the icing on the cake is this place going out with great violence, nuclear destruction. Hey, Putin has a general, all right, under his belt named General Armageddon. Right? He named himself General Armageddon, man, and they said he's ruthless. So in the lack of better words, hey, this nigga is about the life, man. He's about that life, man. That nigga's gonna push the button. All right, everything's spiritual, because we're in the time of what? Of Armageddon. See that? And everything is falling right upon Esau's own damn head. Let me get that real quick before I go back to Obadiah. Right? You can't make this up. And the scriptures say what? That a spiritual man judge of all things, man. Everything is spiritual, man. Right? This is Psalm chapter 7. All right? This is the book of Psalm chapter 7. All right? And we'll start at verse 9 and read down. Okay, this is Psalm chapter 7. In verse 9 it says, oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end. Right? And that's what we crying unto the Lord, man. We asking the Lord to let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end. this shit gotta go. This is it. It's a wrap for Babylon the Great, right? But establish the just, for the righteous power tried the hearts and reins. Psalm 7 and 10. My defense is the Most High, which saveth the upright in heart, the elect. The elect represent the upright in heart, meaning the upright in mind, man. You see that? Verse 11. Yahweh Shemel Shai judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh Shemel Shai is angry with the wicked every day. See that? So the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. All right? If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bit his bow and made it ready. And you can read that precept to this verse in Deuteronomy 32 and 41, right? Which is written in the Song of Moses. And the destruction of Babylon is written in the Song of Moses, right? The Lord said he was going to whet his glittering sword, all right? And it was going to come down upon his enemies, man, right? The missiles, right? Psalm 7 and 13, he have also prepared him the instruments of death. What are the instruments of death? Them ICBM nuclear missiles, right? With the Lord put the spirit on them scientists, the nuclear scientists, to create this weaponry, man. Going back to Robert Oppenheimer, man, the father of the nuclear bomb. All right, which America dropped the bomb on Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945, man. So that weapon was created for the Lord's purpose, to do away with America, man. Right? That's what's getting ready to happen. Right? Because, hey, during the time, I believe was it World War I? Salakia, it's either World War I or World War II. Right? But after that time, America had got a group of Nazi scientists, and Russia had got a group of Nazi scientists. And they were all 48ers. Right? Lord's willing, I'll do a lesson on it. I had the article, I got to go back and find it, man. But those scientists that they got after that war, because America got a group of them, and Russia got a group of them, all right? And they were all 48ers, all right, from Germany. That's what it was. They were from Germany. See that? Lord willing, I can go into that, man. There's some heavy information. But the point I'm making is he put the spirit on them scientists to split the atom, all right, to put them particles together to make this nuclear weapon we see today. And it's going to be used to aid in the Lord's final destruction. See that? That's the beauty of it all, right? Going back, Psalm 7 and 13, and he have also prepared for him the instruments of death. He have ordained his arrows against the persecutors. What are the arrows? The missiles. All right? The arrows are shot, and they go from one end of heaven to the other. Verse 14, behold, he that travaileth in iniquity, he hath conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood, man. Verse 15, he made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he have made. You see that? So this man has fallen in the very ditch what he made. He thought he had it, but the whole time, the Lord had this devil in the trick bag, man. Right? He's going to allow that same weaponry that he created, his blessing. He's going to be destroyed with his own blessing, man. How about that? All right? You live by the sword, you're going to die by the sword. Right? Psalm 7 and 16. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. Right? And your pate meaning the crown of your skull. So all that wickedness, all that unrighteous dealing, or all that corruption, the lies, it's all going to come back upon his own head, man. Thus saith the Lord. Back in Obadiah 1 and 8, it says, shall not in that day, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and the understanding out of the mount of Esau. Yeah, going back to what I said earlier, man. All right? Babylon the Great, America truly lacks wisdom. All right? Remember pursuing the, what was it, Job? If I'm not mistaken? Job, the 30th chapter. All right, these Edomites are regarded as what? Children of fools. All right, we're being ruled over by some nasty people, man. All right, the children of fools, man. There is no understanding in this place. That's why Babylon is headed to destruction. All right, America is on the highway to hell with gasoline draws. Right? Beautiful times we in, man. And you ain't got to believe it. All right? We know it. We got the testimony, man. What's the testimony that we hold is faithful and true? Right? Obadiah 1:9, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. See that? They know this. Hey, like you Christians, hey, the book of Obadiah wasn't fulfilled yet, man. We're in the process of it beginning to be fulfilled, man. That's why the first verse of the Bible, I mean the first verse of this chapter in the book of Obadiah is saying that all the nations are rising up to get ready to go to war with Edom. This would happen in the end of time, which is going to aid into what? 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. Esau being the end of the world and Jacob being the beginning of it that followed. This is how the transition is going to happen, right? You're seeing it play out right before your eyes, man. And those that do see it, they scared and they don't want to acknowledge it, right? But we see it. This shit is popping, man, right? It's not a lot of time left is what we saying. That's why what? Jake, you Israelites, man, that's been following, that's been watching the videos, getting built up. Maybe you new to this thing. You just now coming in. You're learning the lingo, the terms, who the people are. You got to be serious, man. You got to be solidified in the foundation that was laid, man. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, you got to be for real. Because this shit it's a wrap. Okay? Reading on. Obadiah 1:10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. All right? Going back to when the Babylonians came in, man, and they destroyed us. You had the Edomites that aided in that, man. Tells you that in what, Psalms 137, where they said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof, right? Because they aided these damn heathen in our destruction. See? So you got to pay for that, man. It's a lot of things you Edomites got to pay for, man. We be out here all day. We be out here for weeks, going down the list of your crimes against the Lord's people and humanity, man. You know? Verse 11, in that day thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away, in that day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into the gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even though thou was one of them. Yeah, you aided in us being conquered by the Babylonians, man. Right? Raise it even to the foundation thereof, man. See that? But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of destruction, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. All right, even when we were coming out of Egypt, right, and we wanted to pass through the land of Esau or the land of Edom, and you met us with the sword. You know, Jake tried to be nice. Say, look, we ain't gonna touch nothing, we ain't gonna drink of the water, you know, roughly paraphrasing. And you still didn't let us pass through. Right? You gotta pay for that too. Verse 13, thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity, yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those that cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of this that did remain in the day of distress. Verse 15. For the day of the Lord Yahweh Shemawashah is near upon all the heathen. All right? This is what these world leaders know, that the day of the Lord is upon all the heathen nations. They know this, and they're prepared for it. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. We just read that in Psalms, the 7th chapter. It's going to fall upon his own pate, the crown of his skull. For as you have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. What are they going to drink? They're going to drink the cup, which is what? Hardcore slavery, bondage, all right? Destruction, okay? Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been, right? But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. Israel, you Israelites, all right? So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Hispanics, Haitians, West Indians, Native American Indians, all right? You are the Israelites, and deliverance is for you. And there should be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. You see that? Because ultimately it all belongs to us anyway, right? All the wealth and resources that this man has stolen through rape, robbery, and murder, right? It tells you that in the book of Job, that all those riches, he gonna vomit them up. He gonna cough them back up. Matter of fact, let's get that. Because it said the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. That's in Job, the 20th chapter. Because, hey, originally the world belongs to us anyway, right? Like Ezra was asking the Most High in 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter. If we now possess an inheritance of the world, how come we don't possess it? How long shall this be where the heathen are going to rule over us? Because the world is ours, man, right? And it's coming back under our possession, right? We going to rule in righteousness. And Esau mad. All right, this is Job 20. Job 20 and 10, it says, his children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. Right? That's why, you know, you got these devils lulling you to sleep with the talks of reparations and shit. Ain't no goddamn reparations coming to you damn niggas, man. But they like to talk that stuff, all right, to keep you under that spell, right? The hell with some reparations and a 40 acres and a mule. We want it back by blood, man, right? We want the change to come out, right? We want it according to how the Lord set it up, right? We ain't with no damn legislations and laws and reparations, man. We want what the Lord. Hey, the Lord said in Jeremiah, the 30th chapter, I believe verse 15, 16, somewhere in there. He said, all they that devoured you shall be devoured, man. See that? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. All right? He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Who are the saints? The Israelites, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Hispanics. This is what we waiting on, man. The hell with all that other shit. Right? Job 20, jumping down, Job 20 and 15. He has swallowed down riches. James the 5th chapter. Woe unto the rich man. You have heaped treasure together for the last days. It's a wrap. Job 20 and 15. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh Shemawashah shall cast them out of his belly. Hey, going back to the devil, Queen Elizabeth II, right? When she died, all the information came out about all the precious stones and resources that that British Empire stole. That they stole from Africa, India, right? The elder Menathe went into a heavy lesson on that, man. These devils then raped, pillaged, stole, and conquered everything, man. But the Lord said in the end, you're going to vomit all that back up. It's going to be given back to the rightful owners, right? 20:15, he has swallowed down riches, he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. Woe unto the rich man. He shall suck the poison of asp. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter, right? Because the Lord ain't going to allow him to establish his prosperity, if you will, all right? He's not going to establish his empire, man, his enterprise. Job 20:18. It says, that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be. Right? The restitution, the reset. When Yahweh Shai come, he gonna start it all over. Right? He gonna reset the planet. His substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. Let me read that in real quick. I bet you that says something heavy. Right? Let me read that in the NLT, and I'll go back to Obadiah in a second. All right, what we're reading, Job 20:18. I know that says something heavy. Let me pull it out real quick. Job 20:18. Job 20:18 in the NLT. Ooh, yep. Job 20:17 and 18 in the NLT, it says, Job 20:17. Job 20:17 in the NLT, it says, they will never again enjoy streams of olive oil or rivers of milk and honey. Verse 18, they will give back everything they work for. Their wealth will bring them no joy. Ooh, man. Your wealth, your riches are not going to bring you any joy, because you're going to have to give it all back. You're going to have to cough it all up. And you're going into them chains. All right? Hardcore bondage. Job 20:19, because he have oppressed and forsaken the poor. Who are the poor of this world, man? You Israelites. Because he have oppressed and forsaken the poor, because he have violently taken away an house which he builded not, man. That's how he gained the world. Right? It tells you that when you read in Genesis 27, all right, that he would have the dominion. You know, he was blessed with the sword, the fatness of the earth. And then when you go into that word dominion, it goes back to what? That he will wander restlessly. When you go into that word, and that's heavy, because going back to Cain, he was a fugitive, a vagabond. All right? He was a wanderer, man. So his dominion, so this devil's dominion, it said that he will wander restlessly, man. He's all over the earth causing problems in everybody's business. Right? Habakkuk 2 and let's get that real quick. Right? He would cause wars. Right? Everywhere in the earth, he's pretty much fucking it up, in the lack of better words. All right? All right, this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2. Habakkuk 2 and 5, it says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine. All right, the wine is those wicked philosophies, man. All right? The Western way, man. Homosexuality, right? Transformism. This is what he's pushing across the planet. Pedophilia, sex trafficking, right? This is what he's pushed in the earth. He transgressed by wine. He is a proud man, right? You can't say that these Edomites ain't proud, man, right? It says, read it on. Neither keepeth at home. There's niggas everywhere, man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death, right? Going back to that, to his dominion. He would have a restless, he would have it said that he would wander restlessly, right? Meaning he would never stop. He would consume until there was nothing left. And that's why ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahushua had to speed the days up All right, number 4, mercy. You know? But Yahweh Shai had to speed the days up, because if he didn't, no flesh on earth would be saved, man. All right? We're being ruled over by the wicked and violent man, pursuing to Psalms 140, who has proposed to overthrow our groans. You see? He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell and as his death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And that's why his spirit is what? Trying to push forth a new world order. Right? He's trying to gather all nations unto himself. Right? Because, hey, right now we're in the time of what? The Charagma, the M-A-R-K, of the B-E-A-S-T. All right? Because we got to say it like that for YouTube purposes. Right? But he's going to use that CBDC, that central banking digital currency, to enslave the planet. Right? This is the operation of the powers that be. Right? So he's trying to heap unto himself all people. But Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, he's going to break all that shit up. Right? So let's go back. See if there's any more in the book of Job. Right? Bear with me. I'm going to go back to Obadiah in a second. I just want to get some more on Job, because we were talking about how pretty much this devil, he's going to have to cough up all them riches, man. All the resources, everything that he's stolen, right? The gold, the precious stones, right? He's going to have to give it all back, man. You know? Back in Job 20 and 19, because he have oppressed the poor, Salakia, because he have oppressed and forsaken the poor, because he have violently taken away a house which he builded not. See? Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. See that? He ain't gonna prolong his kingdom, man. He's not gonna maintain his power. That's why he's scrambling right now, man. Coming up with these hate speech laws, trying to build a narrative against us. Hey, we just regular low-life niggas compared to them, right? But we got the truth, and we destroying them through the Holy Spirit, man. Right? Verse 21, therefore shall none of his meat be left. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods, because it's all going to melt away. Right? All of his goods is going to melt away in the wrath, which is going to be that nuclear destruction. All right? Which we're in that time right now, man. The nukes are getting ready to fly, man, whether you believe it or not. All right? The hellfire that's going to come on earth is going to come by the way of the nuclear destruction, which is all Bible prophecy written throughout the Old and New Testament, man. Which the powers that be that control the world, they know this is coming. This is why they already fled America and different parts of the world, and they're in those bunkers right now, man. Out there on the coast of Australia, in New Zealand, Switzerland, right? Out there in Antarctica, right? They got different hideaways in the most secret, remote parts of the earth, because they know that this ultimate destruction is happening. Society is collapsing, right? They see that, man. People are fed up with the politicians. Nobody believes Biden lying ass and Kamala, whatever her name is, Kamala Harris. She don't know. She ain't got a goddamn clue what's going on, man. So these right-wing Edomites, these Trump supporters, they see that America is finished, right? They ready to take America back by arms. So we see that the civil unrest is about to pop off. Race wars, all it's about to go down. 2023, 2024. I believe 2024 is supposed to be the election year. So you already know, man, if we even make it that far, man, all hell about to break loose. Job 20 and 22, in the fullness of his sufficiency, where we're at now, right? We're at the height of his pride. We're at the height of his enterprise. We're at the fullness of his sufficiency, man. He thinks he's about to CHIP the whole planet. right? He's about to crash the economy, right? We see that now. He's about to starve people out with the food shortages. You know, we're at the height of this thing. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, right? A position of difficulty. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, are we not there now? When he's about to fill his belly, hey, he's sitting at the table right now with the fork and the knife and the steak knife, and he's getting ready to cut in that steak, right? So it says, right? It says when he's about to fill his belly, Yahweh Shai shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. See that? So right when he think he got it locked in, right, which we're at that point now, right when he thinks he got it, the Lord gonna make it rain on his ass. See? We right there, man. That's why it's not a coincidence that Russia, Putin is threatening the West with nuclear destruction. It ain't a coincidence, it's prophecy, man. All these things are going hand in hand into the will of the Lord. One more. Job 20:24, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. See that? And that's the missiles. So his ass is going down. So let's go back to Obadiah. Hey, at the end of the day, everything works in our favor. Right? Back in Obadiah 1, bear with me. All right, back in Obadiah 1 and verse 16 again, it says, For as you have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Right? Verse 18.
Very much like in the operation.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. Right? And your house is what? Your lineage, your bloodline. Right? It says, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there should not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh Shai has spoken it. So they know this. This is why you got these Edomites, these so-called Christians, trying to tell you that the book of Obadiah was already fulfilled. You a damn lie, man. All right? The Lord said what? There should not be any remaining of the house of Esau. The Edomites are still on the earth. Esau is in the power seat right now, man. He's the one that's ruling the world. But we're coming into the time where the Lord is getting ready to cut him off. All right? That's going to be the end of the white man. And they know that. What we saying ain't surprising, it ain't shocking. Right? It's just the truth. Right? There should not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh Shai has spoken. So hey, that's what you call eradication. That's what you call extermination, man. Pursuing the Psalms, the 21st chapter.
We'll see you later.
The Lord is about to cut off bloodlines, man. He's about to do away with a nation of people that are currently in the power seat over the earth. Take a good guess at who it is. Right? Yeah, hey, it's you. Verse 19. It says, let me jump down. Straight to the point. Obadiah last verse, verse 21. It says, and saviors shall come up on Mount Zion. Who are the saviors? The judges, the prophets. And the Lord has raised those saviors up. Because remember, the prophets of the Lord, of Yahweh Shai, we're likened unto many Yahweh Shais, man. So the Lord has raised those saviors up. And saviors shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau. Ooh. See that? We here to stay. Right? And they should judge the mount of Esau. Mountains represent major governments. So the prophets are standing up upon their feet, and they're pronouncing the judgment upon the Mount of Esau, his government, man, his power structure. These devils, they hearing the word, man. Isaiah 13:2. Now it's going up to the gates of the nobles, the leadership. They shook. They're seeing Revelation 11, verses 8 on down being fulfilled right now, man. How the breath entered back into his men, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. You see that? To judge the Mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You see that? And that's part of the gospel. Okay? That's part of the message that's being sung in this new song. That what? That the kingdom belongs to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Once he enters into this realm from the spiritual world, and he manifests himself, at that point in time, the kingdom belongs to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. That's it. All right? He's coming to gather out all things that offend and which do iniquity, man. Matthew the 13th chapter. At that point, that's when, I appreciate you, bro. That's when pure righteousness is going to be established in the earth. Right? And we're so close to that time, man. Right? We can't wait. Right? So moving on. Right? Let me get something else. All right? Because we in the spirit. Right? We're just talking about it all works in our favor. Everything that you see that's happening. Everything that you see that's forwarding the truth, the word, who we are as the Israelites, the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, who the Edomites really are, the prophecies, the testimony. It's beautiful, man. This is the Lord, man. The Lord is the one that's magnifying all of this, man. The praise and fame, right? The word going out, you know, the four corners of the earth, and then the end shall come. Right? This is the most talked about thing on the earth right now, man. The truth, the Israelites, the Bible. Let me get that real quick. Right? Isaiah 34. Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and read. All right? What did it say in Revelation 1:3? Blessed is he that readeth. All right? That word readeth meaning to know and to understand accurately when you go into that word. So blessed is he that readeth. Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and read the scriptures. No one of these shall fail. What does that mean? None of the prophecies shall fail, man. The Bible is the #1 book forever. Forever, ever, man. Like I said, there's no controversy surrounding the Nation of Islam. All right? The Quran. There's no controversy surrounding black consciousness and all that bullshit. Kemet. And these homosexual gods that you niggas worship, man. Ain't no controversy in that. They ain't got the prophecies, man. The Book of the Dead.
Lord's will, you know, everything still is connected. They tried to get me, man.
All right, where was I at? Playing too. All right, anyway. Isaiah 34, right? Isaiah 34 and verse 16. And it reads, seek ye out of the book of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and read. No one of these shall fail. None of the prophecies are going to fail, or have failed, I should say. Right? That's why all the controversy on the planet Earth surrounds the Bible. Because the powers that be know that the Bible is faithful and true.
Okay. Yep. Salakium stream.
All right? But anyway.
I was by and I seen you and I was interested.
Yeah, you an Israelite, sister. You know?
We the people of the Most High, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Hispanics. We are the people of God, the chosen. But there's a chosen within the chosen, which is the elect. And that's what the Lord has come to save. Matter of fact, let me show you. All right, this sign right here. pretty much, we're coming into the time of nuclear destruction. All right? I don't know if you can pay attention to the news, but Russia's ready to send missiles over here. China, Iran, all these other nations. So, the only ones that are going to survive are these in the yellow right here. The 1/3, which consists of the 144,000 the prophets that are out here. This knowledge that's going out. Man. So the Lord says, if you don't want to listen to me, if you don't want to listen to me, pretty much, for lack of better words, He's going to leave you here to get destroyed. Right? So that's the message that we're bringing out. All right? So let me read on. And it's fearful because people actually think that they're going to survive the nuclear holocaust, meaning they're going to go underground, they're going to flee to another country. That's not going to happen because when the destruction comes, it's going to utterly destroy America to dust. But various parts of the world are going to get hit too. See what I'm saying? So the only way to escape that judgment is that you get beamed up by the chariots. Swing low, sweet chariot, carry me home. Remember that song from back in the day in the church? It's because the slaves knew that these angelic vehicles were the vehicles of our salvation. So that's the only way you're going to make it out. Matter of fact, let's prove that. All right? Because you got people that have money like these celebrities, rappers, entertainers, and all of that. They got the money, so they've been spending like $5 million on bunkers to go underground to hide from that destruction. But the scriptures say, when those missiles hit, all of America is going to be done. There ain't going to be no survivors. Even the people that are underground, they're going to die. All right? So this is real quick, just to make that point. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 20, and it reads, it says, "Come, my people, enter into thy chambers." The chambers represent the chariots, what the world calls UFOs. Because who the world only calls Jesus the Christ, He's coming back in a massive fathership. All right? He's talking about a fathership the size of a mountain. And that's how the elect, whoever's chosen, they're going to get beamed up to survive the destruction. Let's read on. Isaiah 26 and 20. It says, "Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed." And what is the indignation? That nuclear fire that's going to consume a good portion of the planet. So the elect are going to have to be aboard the chariots in the upper atmosphere in space for a particular time until that indignation be overpassed. Because remember, you're going to have nuclear fallout, you're going to have radiation, you're going to have mass death go throughout the planet Earth from this destruction. So the elect, whoever they may be, are going to be aboard those ships for a particular time until it's suitable to come back down on the earth, right? Verse 21. "For behold, the Lord Yahweh Shemawashai cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth." So the Lord, who the world calls God, the Most High, all right, who they ignorantly call Jesus the Christ, whose name is Yahweh Shemawashai, He's coming from the spiritual realm. He's coming from the spiritual realm to this realm to destroy all the sinners thereof. Because the scriptures tell us in Isaiah 13 that He's coming to punish the world for their wickedness, right? So it's Isaiah 26 and 21. For behold, the Lord Yahweh Shemawashai cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. You see that? So all those that committed sin and iniquity, they're going to be put to death unless you repent. And the only ones that can repent are the Israelites, because the laws was given unto them, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Hispanic, right? So you have an opportunity to repent and save yourself while you still have the chance, right? And that's part of the message we push, right? It says, "For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain." So the Lord pretty much, He's had enough of all the wickedness that's going on the planet Earth right now. We're under a grace period to get it right, to repent, to sincerely come back to the Lord and serve Him in truth and sincerity. But those who don't take advantage of this grace period that we're in, they're going to die a grievous death, right? Let me get this too. See, this is what the church ain't telling you. Church, what you call it, the prophets, the poverty pimps, they're only telling you prosperity and sweet things to keep their pockets full. They've been paid off by the government. They're under a 501c3. So they're not going to tell you the whole truth about the scriptures. Because if they tell you the truth, they're going to lose members. They're going to lose that money. They're going to lose that Rolls Royce, that Bugatti they got. Right? So This is Isaiah 13. That's why the Lord set up his true prophets. All these individuals you see on this sign are false prophets. And you see on the bottom it says $82 billion worth of money that they get from the people, man. And nobody, and none of these guys are telling you the God honest truth, right? It's Isaiah 13. It's Isaiah 13, and I'm going to start at verse 5. We'll start at verse 4. Isaiah 13 and 4, it says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah of hosts, mustereth the hosts to battle. So that word mustereth, when you look it up, it means the gathering of troops. So what the Lord is doing right now, he's gathering the troops up around all these nations around the earth to prepare for World War III. That's why in Russia, they got a draft going on right now. It's to the point where you got people that are purposely breaking their legs and their arms so they don't get drafted in the war. Like they're actually snatching people off the streets and putting them into the war that's going over in Ukraine. And the same thing's gonna happen over here. They're gonna have a mandatory draft. It's gonna be women, it's gonna be men. And if they see you fit, they're gonna throw you in the war and get put to death. That's coming. It says, verse 5, they come from a far country, even Salakia, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. So these missiles were created for the purpose of the Lord to destroy the whole land. And that whole land is Babylon the Great, America, right? Verse 6, and this is in the New Testament we're reading here. Because our Lord and Savior told us that what? That he comes in the volume of the book, all right? And the testimony that I'm pushing unto you right now is the spirit of prophecy, all right? It says, verse 6, Isaiah 13 and 6, it says, howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. That's the message. We're telling our people out there that the day of the Lord is at hand, but nobody's listening but the elect, those that are able to receive it, such as yourself right now. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, going to the distress that's going to be on the people. Just imagine if like downtown here in Charlotte, cities just start blowing up and shit. Missiles start dropping. Imagine the mindset and the fear of the people would be, you know? That's what's getting ready to happen. Verse 8. And they shall be afraid, pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth, right? Like a woman that's about to push that baby out. Them last, what they call it, Braxton Hicks, right? As soon as that baby getting ready to come out, that pain gets worse and worse until the baby's delivered. And that's how it's going to be to the point of that destruction. It says, they shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flame, all right? Meaning when the missiles hit these people, they're going to be torched and scorched, right? Have you seen Terminator? Yeah. Remember that scene where Sarah Connor was holding the fence and that fire blew her ass away? That's how the people are going to be. That's actually in the scriptures too. Matter of fact, I can prove that to you. That scene that they showed her holding the gate when she had the vision of that nuclear destruction, that's actually in the Bible. Let's get that. See, these Hollywood directors, they get everything out of the scriptures. I'll prove it to you. This is Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 12. This is that Sarah Connor scripture we call it. Zechariah 14 and 12, it says, and this shall be the plague. What's the plague? The final plague is going to be the nuclear destruction, the fire. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Meaning the Lord is going to kill all the people that fought against us. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. That's that scene. When that fire hit her, her flesh consumed off her body, her eyes consumed, her mouth, her tongue consumed away. That's straight out the scriptures. And that's what's going to happen in that fire. So let's go back. Isaiah 13 in verse 9, it says, behold, the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. He's going to lay Babylon the Great, America desolate. And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. So they tell you in the world, all right, God hates the sin and not the sinner. That's bullshit. That's all worldly, man-made tradition BS. All right, the Lord said that what? He's coming to destroy the sinners out of the land. Right? The scriptures actually tell you that the Lord hates sinners. Right? So what are these people talking about? It says, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in its going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine, going into that nuclear fallout. Right? When those missiles hit, you're going to have that smoke cloud that's going to go in the atmosphere. It's going to block out the sun. And when the sun gets blocked out, that's how the life on earth is going to perish. Because everything needs light, sunlight. So everything is going to die off. A lot of things are going to die off of the earth. It says, verse 11, and I will punish the world for their evil. This is what the Lord said. This is what the creator of all heaven and earth said. All right? Just like he did in the time of the flood. When you read Genesis, the 6th chapter, he flooded the world because of what? Wickedness. All right? It's the same thing now, but this time he's going to flood the world with fire, which is the second death. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. So that's what's coming, man. So all that pride of America, people feel like they know it all. They're untouchable. You can't teach me nothing. I got my own relationship with God. Who are you to tell me this, that, and third? The Lord about to come and get rid of all of them. That's why the Lord is only dealing with the humble. The ones that are humble enough to say, look, I don't know it all. I'm trying to learn. Teach me. Because our people ain't in that spirit. You deal with niggas. Niggas are proud. Niggas, look, I got my own relationship. You know, I know God. Only God can judge me, right? Niggas love to say that, right? Only God can judge me. But here's the kicker. Yeah, only God can judge you, but when the Lord comes back and judges you, you're gonna be found guilty. That's the thing. Is people don't really have a relationship with the Lord like they claim to do. See that? Now, look at this. We just making points. Have you heard about the Kanye controversy going on right now?
A little bit.
All right. Well, when you get a chance, get on your computer or your phone, just type in Kanye West. Type in Kanye West and Jews or something like that. Pretty much, he's been talking about how we are the people of God. Because we're in a time, as I've been going through this lesson over the past hour and some change, we're in a time that this information that I'm bringing to you right now is no longer a secret. Like this is not a it's not a conspiracy. It's not a secret. All right, people that have power, that are in positions of power, celebrities, these black celebrities that have the influence and all of that, they know that we are the chosen people. They know that we are the Israelites, same to the Bible. Right? And when you have the elites, as you can see here, they're building up a narrative to ultimately to try to come against us and stop us. They're getting ready to come down upon us. And they want to try to round us up, put us in camps, try to eliminate us. But we know and understand, and by faith, that when these things hit a certain point, a certain climax, if you will, we know that the heavenly forces of our power, Yahweh Shem Shai, are going to intervene. Meaning there's going to be spiritual intervention on the earth. There's going to be men raised up with power, with spiritual power. There's going to be angels coming down. There's going to be a lot of spiritual things going on in these last days before the ultimate destruction takes place in Babylon the Great. See that? So we're in that time right now. So the best thing for you to do, moving forward, I mean, I was out here randomly today, but I'm usually out here, brothers are usually out here on Wednesdays, about like 6, start at like 6 p.m., 5 or 6. We're out here for a couple hours right on the same block. And then Saturday, you know, we're over here by Ink and Night, starting at 2 o'clock. Between 1 and 2 we start up, so you'll see us out here. So right now, the best thing you can do is just continue to get built up. Learn, you know, and just gain understanding, and Lord willing, you be sealed through the Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Yep, you're an Israelite, brother. I don't know if you know that. That's it. Yeah, the Lord coming back, man. That's it. Well, you already know. But anyway, all right, we'll get a couple more. We'll wrap it up. Right? Got a sister out there learning. Her man said that he knew what was going on. All right, well, we'll see. We'll all see at the end. So anyway, I want to make some more points and we'll wrap it up. Lord willing, I wasn't too long-winded. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, you were edified. All those out there that are tuning in to this live show. All right. So anyway, let's grab Numbers 24. We'll wrap it up. So we'll make a couple more points. All right. Numbers 24. All right. As we were saying before, hey, Amalek is not going to get away. You 48ers are not going to get away. All right. Pursuing Ezekiel 36. When you read that chapter, it tells you that what? That Idumea is occupying the Holy Land. So all you Christians and you Edomites that are trying to say that the Edomites were done away with, where it said in that chapter, it tells you that what? That Idumea will possess the Holy Land. Who are the Idumeans? All right, you Edomites, you so-called white people, the 48ers, Amalek. You're over there defiling the Holy Land this very day, this very hour and second, man. You would be in power in the end, right? And you're not going to get away, right? Numbers 24 in verse 14, and it reads, all right, this is dealing with, Salaki is a little windy out here. All right, anyway. This is Numbers 24 and verse, we'll start at verse 12. All right. This is Numbers 24 and verse 12. All right, because you had the sorcerer, I believe it was a Moabite sorcerer, his name was Balaam. All right, and you had Balak, who was the king of Moab, and he tried to basically curse Israel. And these verses right here we're going to read, pretty much Balaam, he saw a prophecy, he saw the future of Israel, man. And he told the Moabite king Balak that he can't curse which is blessed, right? You know, these are the blessed people of the Lord. So that's what he told him. So I wanted to just read this part real quick, right? Numbers 24, verse 14, it says, "And now, behold, I go unto my people. Come therefore, and I will advertise thee what this people shall do to thy people in the latter days." All right, so he was prophesying, man, right? And this was going to happen to Moab and these nations in the latter days under the hand of Israel. Verse 15, "And he took up this parable and said, Balaam the son of Beor have said, and the men whose eyes are open have said. And he said, when he heard the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and knew the knowledge of the Most High, which he saw the vision of the Almighty falling into a trance, but having his eyes open." Yeah, so he fell into a trance. You know, Lord put the spirit on him. You know, verse 17, "I shall see him," and it has a star, right? I don't know if you see it, but it has a star next to the verse. Anytime you see a star, that's dealing with the Messiah, Yahweh Shai, right? So he was prophesying, he saw Yahweh Shai coming in the future, right? So this is Numbers 24 and 17. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Sheth. All right, so Balaam saw Yahweh Shai coming into glory in the future. All right, the times we living in right now. All right, to destroy Moab and the nations. Right? Verse 18, Numbers 24 and 18. And Edom shall be a possession. See that? And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies. And Israel shall do valiantly. Meaning we're going to triumph over the nations, man. We're going to have the victory. And it said what? Edom shall be a possession. Right? They know that. Verse 19. So basically he was prophesying of Yahushua coming back and all of the world being enslaved under Israel, man. Right? The saints shall take the kingdom. We're going to possess the world and the people in it. Psalms, the 2nd chapter. Be wise, therefore, O you kings and judges of the earth. Right? Numbers 24 and 19. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion. Was it 1 Corinthians 15? Right? When Yahushua comes, he's coming to establish authority and dominion, and he's coming to put all rule under his feet. Psalms 110. Right? All the enemies of the Lord shall be his footstool. Right? Numbers 24 and 19. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. All right, and this is what Balaam was prophesying, man, unto Balak, the future. Verse 20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. See that? So Amalek, they know that, man. The 48ers know they going down. The 48ers know that they're going down, man. That they're going into captivity. All right? You elites, Rockefellers, the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the families, the secret families that we know and don't know. Right? You going into hardcore slavery. Right? All you 48, you're going to be the first fruits of slavery, man. See that? In his latter end, he shall perish forever. Right? Let me get one more. Right? We got the truth, man. Rakatha Yahweh Shimon Awashai, man. All right? Exodus 17, straight to the point. Exodus 17 and verse 14, it says, "And the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shimon Awashai, said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven." See that? And that's going to be fulfilled in these times now, man. The Lord is going to utterly blot out the remnants, the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. Right? The scriptures say that this devil is going to be chased out of the world. Right? We finished with the Edomite, man. His time is now, man. Verse 15, and Moses built, Exodus 17 and 15, and Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nisi, which in the Hebrew is Yahweh Messiah. It says, verse 16, Exodus 17 and 16, for he said, because the Lord Yahweh Shimon Awashai have sworn that the Lord Yahweh Shimon Awashai will have war with Amalek from generation to generation, man. So in this last generation that we in now, we still at war with this goddamn devil, man. Who's controlling the entertainment world, the Hollywood, the financial industry, the military world? Who's in full control of the beast? We are in war with him now, man. Right? But hey, we know at the end that in this war, and he's going to lose, man. And he's going down. He's going to be destroyed. Right? So bottom line, man, he's being called out. Ain't nothing else he can do but just to come down with the sword. We got the truth. All right? The elect, the remnant are standing upon their feet, declaring the prophecy, declaring the true testimony in the name of Yahweh Shimon Awashai, man. That's it, man. We almost out of here. I pray that this camp was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect that's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. Shalom. Shalom.
So the dress up.
That's right.